It's been a while, but we now have 3 tropical systems out in the Atlantic Basin, and one is a major hurricane, and we have the newest tropical storm, basically Nadine. It poses no threat to land. Also, we have Leslie, which is also out in the Atlantic, but it is basically Michael, which is a major hurricane that will likely be the focus of attention over the next few days. It is set to make a landfall across the Florida Panhandle. That is the southern part of the United States along the Gulf of Mexico, set to bring 12 inches of rainfall, a foot of rain as it goes through the next few days. So definitely the possibility of a flash flooding. And the biggest impacts will be for Florida as well as it goes into Georgia and then eventually out towards the eastern United States. Now its track is set to make landfall around Wednesday afternoon as a Category 3, even though it will weaken as it goes through the next few days. Remaining as a tropical storm, it will continue to bring those storm force conditions as well as those flooding rains as it goes through the next few days. Meanwhile, there is Nadine, a tropical storm. It's not set to strengthen over the next few days. That's the reason why is that it will be coming over some cooler waters as well as encountering this favorable upper level jet, and that will continue to obviously bring conditions to bear across Nadine as it goes through Thursday and Friday. But nevertheless, it is posing no threat to Trinidad and Tobago. For Trinidad and Tobago, there will continue to be a few bouts of moisture, however, so some showers overnight, especially around Tobago, and those showery interruptions will come through your morning and into the afternoon. And during the daytime heating, there is the chance of 1 or 2 of those showers turning heavy and thundery. For Trinidad overnight going into tomorrow morning, you will notice some clear skies, at least for the first part of the morning. Once you get into the middle of the morning, into the lunchtime, watch out for those showers to build once more, turning heavy and thundery. And again, there's a possibility of street or flash flooding in those downpours. It's normal for this time of the year as you go through October to see this type of activity, especially towards the latter half of the wet season. So for western and the southern areas, then again, possibility of a few of those showers for San Fernando and Point Fortin. Temperature-wise, looking at highs of 33 degrees Celsius, it will feel hot before those showers erupt. 32 likely in Tobago. Now, for the next few days, at least through Thursday and Friday, some general improvement for Tobago, not so much so for Trinidad. Still a possibility of a thunder shower there erupting, but at least we'll get brighter conditions come the weekend. Offshore, slight to moderate chop, 1.5 to 2 meters, with those east-northeasterly swells short at 8 seconds, but it will likely lengthen from the north as you go through Thursday, so be mindful about that as you go through Thursday as well as for Friday. Now, across Cuba, they've seen some torrential rainfall, over 100 millimeters in places falling in just 3 hours, and obviously it has caused has caused some flash flooding across those parts of Cuba. But as Michael heads towards the north, they will continue to see a few of those rain bands pushing down across into those western areas. But for the Greater Antilles, not much is set to happen except for a couple of one tropical wave coming through, as well as that trough likely to bring some showers through Wednesday and Thursday. So for Santo Domingo, Port-au-Prince, thunderclouds likely, Kingston as well. For the eastern areas, it's mostly settled, but we will begin to see the first tropical wave pushing into Bridgetown as well as Barbados and the Lesser Antilles by late Wednesday and going into Thursday. So a few showers are likely then. But at least for us here in Trinidad and Tobago, watch out for a few more showers to erupt, some of them turning heavy. So that's your weather, and that's it from me.